Okay, so the Flaxans are back, and this time they're taken prisoners for whatever reason. And apparently, they had hella time to step their game up because of the time difference. And of course, Britt wasted no time and jumps out of the ship, landing on a bunch of them. And you gotta respect the balls on the Flaxans, because after seeing this, I'm surprised they didn't start having Omni-Man flashbacks and run. Even if this is a new generation of Flaxans because of the time difference, I know they all heard about that shit. Shit had to be like a national tragedy for them. But they stood their ground regardless, shooting these weak ass lasers which do no damage, as he effortlessly takes out the first few, then tells the Guardians to free the prisoners. And as soon as Mark flies in to do just that,
what the hell is even that?
Yeah, they definitely took preventative measures to make sure that Omni-Man shit never happens again. And Robot even tells Mark to be careful, but he rushes right back in and immediately gets snuffed. Then the rest of the team shows up, and Monster Girl immediately gets on her Hulk shit and just jumps in, decimating a whole group of them. And this guy tries to shoot her rather than running. Once again, gotta respect the balls. But of course, that shit does no damage. She just tanks the laser like,
might work, no reaction.
Then just grabs him by his head and yeets him, before getting lit up by a barrage of lasers, then smashing the two Flaxans responsible. Damn! Before jumping away. Then Mark comes back into the frame again, just to get knocked into another building. Like, come on, Mark, I'm gonna need you to lock in real quick. Then we cut to Oliver, helping Titan land at the meeting site. And Oliver sees who's there and immediately is like, I'm not fighting this old ass nigga. But little did he know. And immediately the dragon goes for Titan, but Oliver swoops in for the save. Then we just see Bro over here trying to hide his human form while Oliver pushes the dragon through yet another building. But now Titan is like,
scrap.
And immediately
get right up on him. Boom, bam on the dead homies.
But then we go back to Oliver face to face with the dragon. And it gets creative because first the dragon flies past him just to slap him with its tail, then attempts to land on him but misses, then bites him and throws him into a building. And after this, Bro calls Eve. He's already had enough, so he tells her,
how's it going on the job?
But she just tells him that Mark is busy and to get his ass out of there. Then we cut back to Mark and the others, and Mark pretty much has two Flaxon Hulkbuster units hawking him down. And as one attempts to punch him, he jumps. Then he weaves the next one. Then as he attempts to land on one of them, he gets dodged in return.
How the fuck did I miss that?
Even watching it back, I couldn't believe he missed that big ass target. But in return, they just start. And when we look at the others, we see they're pretty pinned down on the ground, and the Flaxans are still taking human prisoners. So Monster Girl, in true superhero fashion, Monster Girl grabs somebody's car and... But unlike a lot of other superheroes, I'll give her points for actually hitting something and not just destroying the car in the process. But of course, the Flaxans start lighting her ass up in return. Then Britt yells out, "Somebody help Monster Girl!" And immediately Robot just pulls up like, and fires a few rockets, booming the scene. And now Britt's just looking at how fast Robot followed that order like... But now Robot and Monster Girl get the idea to go into the portal and attack them more directly. And as soon as they step inside, they just see even more humans being herded like cattle. And Monster Girl immediately gets back on her Hulk shit, jumping on one of the guards, crushing him.
My organs hurt.
Then she tells the humans to leave through the portal. Then Robot gets shot in his back and realizes he's closer to the emitter than he thought. So he booms it. And now Mark is out here still weaving those Hulkbuster units punches. Then immediately hits it with a 4-piece and a drop kick, sending it flying into the other one. And as they come back to retaliate, they immediately begin to rust and fall apart. And the Flaxans inside age rapidly and die. Then we see the rest of them on the outside suffer the same fate. But on the inside of the portal, Rex sees they're still upgrading their military and will be an even bigger problem when they come back next time. So he wants to take the fight to them now to squash this before it becomes a bigger problem. And as the rest of the team is agreeing with this idea,
That's a great idea.
one of the dying Flaxans crawls back into the portal and closes it with Monster Girl and Robot inside.
Fuck!
And now they're stuck. But then Mark finally checks his phone and calls Eve back, and we go back to Oliver hiding from the dragon. But then it finds him.
Man, I'm dead.
Then as the dragon lunges at Oliver, it gets snuck by Mark, sending it crashing into the ground. Then Mark and Oliver decide to jump the dragon.
I got jumped by some pussy ass niggas. Nobody gave me the faith of a one-on-one nigga.
Mark leads in with a hard right, then Oliver follows up with a two-hand slam. Then Mark sends the dragon flying back just for Oliver to face plant him into another building. This is Android 17 and 18 levels of synergy when it comes to the jumping. Shit was exquisite. But I just know insurance on everything must be super high in this damn city. Constant property damage whenever someone catches a fade. Because Mark grabs the dragon by his tail and flips him face first. And now he's like, fuck this. So big homie trucks Titan, grabs the old nigga's body and starts running and jumps on the back of the dragon as they fly away, as Mark and Oliver follow behind them. Then bro right here accidentally opened his mouth and caught the meanest stray. You know what, actually I can't even call this a stray. This shit was deliberate. Mark just ran up and started putting belt to ass, and instead of Oliver explaining what happened, he's just saying stop, please. Like, bro, tell him that he's the reason you were even there and he was on your side. Bro's acting like this isn't the exact job Eve and Invincible were about to pull up to do. Like, Oliver was the substitute for him. Did he forget? Well, that's gonna be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I know by the time this video posts, the next episode is gonna be out. You know, life happened, things got a little crazy, but I'll definitely be posting another video about this season because this shit is starting off lit, and y'all already know I'm ecstatic that the show is back. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. This has been MarblePluto. Peace.
I just found the keys to a city, the